Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, or good, I guess it wouldn't be good afternoon unless you are uh, over in Europe or on that side of the world. So I just want to say good morning to you. And we're going to go ahead and get started in just a few moments. And for all of you who are coming onto the replay, I just want to make sure that you know that I'm going to try to make sure that this stream really has some value. So stick with us because usually it takes a moment to get things rolling, but I'm not going to take too long. And while we're waiting, if you are here on the chat, if you can just put like where you're from and how you heard about the live stream, because I always like to ask people, because I'm just trying to make sure I get to get the widest kind of audience reach here. So also feel free to share this out to your friends. And today we're actually going to be talking about meditation. I'm not going to do any meditation. And as I was setting this up and I did the thumbnail, I was kind of thinking, man, I hope people don't think we're going to do meditation. But we're going to be talking about meditation today, the benefits of meditation, and how you can meditate yourself at home. So I wanted to talk about that. So I'm going to do that very shortly. And also, it's going to be, I'll probably be on here for a very short time. I'm not going to be on here for too long, so you don't have to worry about that either. So we're going to start in just a few moments. I'm just going to maybe give it like one more minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start digging into the topic that I have for today. I'm really enjoying these live streams. I love coming on. I love talking to my community and having the interaction. You know, it's one thing putting up the videos, but it is another thing being able to not only to have these videos for later where you can look back at them and like see how well you were doing and what was going on at this time. It's kind of like kind of a log of things in the past. It's also great to be able to interact with the community, which I really enjoy. I mean, you could do that a little bit through the comments, but it's not quite the same as when you come on live. So also, if you're on, if you don't mind, you can leave me a message and just let me know that you can hear things okay, and also that you're seeing things okay as well. I think everything's okay. I did lots of testing yesterday, so I think we are on the money today. And just to let you know, these videos are only going to be up on the YouTube channel for a short time for replay, and then I'm going to be posting them over on my Patreon, onto my Patreon feed. So you can still get those, but you'll just have to be a Patreon to actually get the replay. So if you missed this and you really like the live streams, then just check out the Patreon feed. The link is going to be in the description below, and then also it's going to be in the channel header as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to start kind of digging into the topic. And again, today I'm going to be talking about meditation, the benefits of meditation, and how to meditate. But first, let me just say, for all of you that don't know me and you're just coming on or you're just watching again on the replay, my name is Liz. I've dubbed myself the lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie, and I'll just say that I am not an expert meditator. I'm just your ordinary person who likes to kind of clear their minds. And I started meditating probably maybe about 2 years ago. And I really found that my mind was kind of, it's very chaotic in there sometimes. And so I wanted to try to find a way to kind of, just like find focus and be able to like see the, you know how they say you can't see the forest for the trees. Well, I wanted to be able to see the forest, and so I began to kind of learn some things about meditation. So I'm just gonna tell you just some simple things that I've learned using meditation, because that's what this channel is all about, and that is just sharing the things that I know, the things that I know work, and they might work for you as well. I think that's very important to say. And I also, as I was kind of going on my meditation journey, I would, I would talk to people, or I would watch videos of people who also meditated, and they seem to be good at it. And I just kind of try to pick some things up from them as well, because that's what you have to do. It's not about like imitating what other people do in their meditation practice. It's more like emulating what they do, just picking out the bits and pieces of things that's going to work for you in your life. So you always have to keep that in mind, that what works for one person is not going to work for you. So I apologize for that. I forgot to turn my phone off. Let me do that real quick. All right. Even though I did make a little checklist, I still forgot to actually turn the phone off. So I apologize for that. So the first thing I wanted to kind of go over is people think that you have to have like a certain, I would say like equipment to meditate, or you have to be in a certain place, like you have to go someplace to meditate, or you have to be in a, a place that's dedicated for meditation. And to some degree that is true, but you can always set up like a small spot in your house where where it's quiet, and you just want to find a time where you don't have like a lot of distractions. You don't want the TV running, and if you can do it when the children are napping and things like that, then that would be like the best way to kind of find that focus when it comes to meditation. And I just want to say hello, Deadly Wolf. Thank you for coming on here. And so today we're talking about meditation and the benefits of meditation and how you can meditate. So once you find that spot, you can start putting things in it that have meaning to you, that's going to help you to focus. Now, I will say that I actually I set up a little meditation spot here in my house, in my room, and I have a video. I'll just show you like a little the thumbnail for it. So that's the thumbnail for it, and I have a link below to the actual video, and it'll show you everything that I kind of purchased and I put into my meditation spot. And I really like that spot. It's just a little corner in my room, so I didn't have to find like another, I'd have to go in the back of the closet to actually meditate, or I didn't have to have like a whole room or go outside or anything. I just found a little corner and I kind of set things up. So you saw like in the actual picture that I put on the thumbnail, I have my Buddha. Here's my little Buddha right here. I like Buddha, and it's not that I I worship false idols or anything. I just like Buddha statues, and when I look at them, they kind of, I don't know, I feel peaceful when I look at the Buddhas. So I really love Buddhas, and I have them all over the house as decorations, but it's also kind of a reminder too. Now, some people equate meditation with religion as well, and of course, I'm not gonna step into the religious piece of meditation. But some people also consider forms of meditation to be prayers as well. So if you pray, then that can be considered meditation also, because it's a time when you're reflecting and you're also just you're kind of focused on one thing. But I think meditation kind of, it goes a step further, and it's like you're reflecting on things, you're contemplating on things, but At the same time, you are calming your mind. So just think about it. Let's kind of do like a little bit of an exercise. And let me see, I'm going to get my phone, you guys. Or ladies. I always say you guys. I got to stop saying that. I'm going to get my phone. I'm going to put the timer on and we'll do like just a little bit of an exercise here. I thought this would be kind of fun to do. And I'm going to put the timer only on 10 seconds. So I would love to know if any of you out there are meditators yourself, if you meditate as well. But we're going to take like 10 seconds and we're just going to, you can close your eyes. Yeah, you can close your eyes, you can keep them open, but you want to focus on something and just try to clear your mind. And in this exercise, we're just going to kind of focus on our breathing and not move, okay? So it's going to be 10 seconds and I'm going to start the timer. Got my phone here. So we're going to start the timer now. So it starts now. All right. So how did you guys do? Do you feel a little bit more focused? Was that hard for you to do? Did you have like distracting things kind of coming into your mind? I'll tell you, my house is pretty quiet here, and right now, I'll tell you, there was a distraction, and I have a ceiling fan going, and like the little strings from the ceiling fans, the little pulleys, they're like clicking together, and that when I was doing that 10-second exercise, I could really hear that. So sometimes you want to make sure that you try to filter out the outside noise. That's just one way to start, but just doing that small exercise, you can really kind of see how it's uncomfortable at first when you're trying to meditate. So I'm glad you did good, Wolf. After a while, those distractions will kind of go away and you'll feel more comfortable. But it's always uncomfortable at first when you first start doing the meditations because your body's just not used to being still and not thinking because our minds just race, race, race. So I also want to talk about like the benefits of meditation as well. And I'm looking down at my notes because before I got started, I just wanted to like make sure that I wrote down like how I benefit from meditating. And one of them is that it kind of emotionally puts a positive energy around me, because when I'm meditating, I'm thinking about positive things. I try to clear my mind and bring the positivity in. So emotionally, it makes me feel more positive for the day because I try to feel positive. And I know if you think about it, you can think about the days when, man, it just seems like your day it started out really crappy, and the whole day is kind of dictated by that. And what the meditation does, when you have that positive energy flowing through your body, and you just feeling good, you want to start your day like that. So if you can meditate in the morning, that's great because it really does dictate how the rest of your day goes. And then some of the things that you're thinking about during your meditation also, it also dictates your day because you are reminding yourself over and over again of the reason why you have the blessings in your life and what you're thankful for and what you want to get out of life. All these things that you're kind of focusing on during your meditation. It just helps you to, or should I say, it helps me to really focus on things, and it gives me like a reminder. And I think also it makes me more compassionate because in my waking non-meditative life, it makes me more focused on the things that are more meaningful in life. Like I said, the saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. It makes you more focused on the trees itself. So, if you're just coming on, I'm actually talking about what is meditation and the benefits of meditation and how to meditate, in your home without, any guidance or anything. But you you just can't take things too seriously. Some people take it a little bit too far when it comes to like actual instruction of things. You have to take the bits and pieces of this and kind of make it your own or do what works for you. It's also been said there are some studies out there that said that meditation is good for your innards, basically. It's good for your immune functions and helps you to be stronger and fight diseases off. And I almost believe that too, that it helps you to not, excuse me, it helps you to um, help your mind to focus on healing when you're not feeling well, whether it's like a major illness or when you're just not feeling too good. And I believe that also. And if you are one of those people who flies off the handle, you have like maybe some anger management type of issues, and it'll also help you to kind of control your emotions as well. So that's one reason to use medication, not medication, but meditation. And I have to go check my spelling on everything because I want to make sure I didn't put medication on there because that could happen. And so, it'll help you to control your emotions and just overall just stay focused. And for some people who are having like mental health issues, it's a way to kind of control your anxiety or reduce the anxiety and reduce any depression that you have. And it just helps you to be less stressful and reduce any pain that you're having in your body. So I really believe that to be true on a personal level. And of course, again, everybody has a different beliefs about what meditation can do for you. And I know sometimes it can be hard because your mind is like always going. It's just hard, hard, hard to just sit still and not do anything. So, excuse me. So, it'll help you to weed out those thoughts that are not good for you, that are negative, and help you to really focus on the things that matter. So just keep that in mind when it comes to your meditation. So I when I set up my meditation area, I put a few things in there that really had meaning, and I'm going to continue to do that. Today I was kind of writing down some words because I think I'm going to make some things with my Cricut over there. And the Cricut is a die cutting machine, and I've talked about that before. But I'm going to make maybe like some wall art to put there with just some words that I think are more kind of meditative and will help me to stay focused in my meditation area also. And some of the words was just like contemplation and reflection and positivity, things like that. And it's kind of like I'm going to call it a mood board. I'm going to make a mood board. So I'll definitely be sharing that with you all once I do the mood board. Because I think that would be very nice to add to my area. Right now, I just have like my Buddha statue. I brought him in here so that you guys can see, and I could take a picture with the Buddha. Buddha doesn't have a name. I usually name the inanimate objects here in my house, but I didn't name Buddha. I'm just gonna leave Buddha as Buddha. And I have some mala beads, and the mala beads they're like a string of beads, and I didn't bring those in here. And it's 100 beads on the string. And as you're going through your meditation, you will actually kind of roll through the beads, and it helps you to focus. It's 100 beads on there. So I'm sure other people use them a lot of different ways. I also have a Tibetan singing bowl, and I got most of these items. I got them on Amazon for a really reasonable price, and I'll have the links below as well for those if it's something you're looking for. But I got a Tibetan singing bowl, and you just hit the bowl, and then you take the little wooden thing around it, and it will sing, and it sings for a short time, and it's another way to help focus. And then also, sorry, my throat is like just really getting dry today. So I also have just some items that have some meaning to me in that area. I have a book of it's living. I believe it's like living yoga. What is it? I got it written down here. I can tell you. Um, Actually, I don't have it written down, unfortunately, but that's okay. I have a little book there, and it has like some sayings that you can read and kind of some meaningful thoughts that you can take with you for your day. But you can kind of set your place up the way that you want it to be. I also put a yoga mat down because I had a few of them, so I put a yoga mat down so I could be comfortable when I sit there. And I also have what's called a Zufu. Um, it's like a pad that you can sit on, so it kind of lifts you up so you can be in a more ergonomic, comfortable position when you're actually sitting there meditating, because you want to set your area up so that it's very comfortable for you. Some people lay down when they're meditating. Some people stand up when they're meditating. You can meditate in your bed before you get up, so it doesn't even have to. You don't even have to have a big situation. You can just meditate where you're at. I've done that before. When I wake up in the morning, it's always nice and peaceful and quiet in the house. Nobody's moving. I always say the mornings are the most peaceful time for me, because I say that that's the time before the air gets stirred up. And that's just the best way to equate it for me, because people are just getting out the bed, and they're not like, it's just once people start stirring up, it just seems like the energy and the air around you is just different. So I love that saying that mornings are the time before the air gets stirred up. Even if I go for a walk outside, it's the same thing. It's just you go for that walk. If you go in the morning before the cars are coming through and people are out walking their dogs, even if you don't see anybody, it just seems like the noise in the air is just different. And so that's the time when the air is not stirred up. So it's a very nice time. So that's the gist of how I meditate. And again, if you come on the replay, this is going to be just for a few days, and then I'm going to be putting this over onto the Patreon, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the home of the live stream replays. So if you missed those, you can actually go over to Patreon and you can check those out as well. Just got the Patreon set up yesterday, so I'm really excited about it, because I have so many videos, so much stuff to share. And so I'll be able to post the overflow of the things that I have there and really add more meaning to my community, more meaningful things. So I'm excited about that. And also, you can still hit the share button and share this out. That would help me out. Even if you are on the replay, again, you can share this out to your community as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And please, you can do it right now. You can go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to thank y'all for coming on to the live stream with me and being part of my journey for having a positive lifestyle. And we're going to all do that by planning, organizing, and just doing positive things in our life so that we can be de-stressed for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shove off, because like I said, I didn't want to stay on too long. I appreciate all those who have come on with me today. And again, I'm still testing the times on here. So I think this is probably the earliest time that I've come on. And so I'm just going to be testing some different times during the day, but I'm going to try to come on every day. Sometimes it's not going to happen, and I'm not going to sweat the small stuff if it doesn't. And you shouldn't either, because for sure I'll probably be back probably the next day after that. So with that, I'm going to just say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and have a meditative life.